My name's Scott from South Florida Insider, and I'm here with really the iconic group, man. You guys have been going strong for I don't even know how many years now it's been. I mean, you guys don't seem like you've aged one bit. You found the foundation.
Yeah,
You
we
guys
go
find
ahead.
what is
Look,
it? Fountain of youth.
sorry about that.
I mean,
No,
Georgia's not too far from it, so maybe you found it in Florida. There you go.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I was just saying, time flies when you're having fun,
I
man.
know that's right.
So it's been 2 years since the release of that 10th studio album. A lot of people don't even get to that third and fourth. You guys got 10 studio albums, but as eager fans, when's that next one coming around? Are you already writing for it, or what's
Ye-
going on?
Well, guess what? The 11th album is already done. It's already done. We already got a new single. We shot 2 videos for the first 2 singles, but I'm only going to give you the first one. The first single is a song called "Inseparable."
That's right.
And when I tell you, man,
It is acceptable.
oh, you're inseparable, baby. Now let's I mean, it's refreshing R&B, man. You know what I mean? We're still here. We haven't veered, from our, from what our fans love us from. You know what I mean? Like, we're R&B guys, man. 4 R&B brothers, man, and this is what we do. And this is what has gotten us a million million plus fans.
That's right.
And thankful for that, man. We're just thankful to be here.
So tell me too, because I know the last time that we were going to try and do the interview, they're like, "Oh yeah, they got something going on with Diddy." Could you tell me anything about that, or is that kind of on the hush hush right now?
Love the love, baby. No, for real. Of course, he's doing an R&B project as well, and he requested our presence, man. And I feel too many beans because I don't know, what they got going on.
Hold the beans, Wingo. Hold the beans.
Hold the beans. But I'm just thankful, again, to still be, looked at and sought after. And it's just a blessing, man, just to still be here, man. All 4 original members, we're not going anywhere, man. Like, we're gonna ride this thing till the brakes fall off. And like I say, much love to love, man. Saying Diddy, his new name is Love.
New name is
love.
That's something else, ain't it?
Hey, but basically that's what R&B is, man. R&B is love, man. Yeah. That's what we've been promoting for 20 plus years, and we'll be promoting for another 20 plus.
That's right. That's all we know how to do.
For real.
Hey, but before you know it, you guys are going to be hitting that 30th year anniversary. So
we ain't scared of it. We welcome it. We welcome it, man. We got great fans, and we had a few interviews that we do, and a lot of people say, how does it feel to be in the industry for so long? And it's not just us, it's the fans that supports us.
Absolutely.
You feel what I'm saying? There's a lot of good groups that we felt like they're supposed to still be here.
Mm-hmm.
But God has his plan, and his plan was to keep Jagged Edge continuously going, and we're going strong with our fans.
Definitely.
do you guys have like anniversary plans? Is it work in like 5-year increments? Is there something like 25th year, that 30th year? Like, is it going to be 50 years strong? You guys are going to be even on wheelchairs coming out on stage.
You already said it, baby.
You wheelchair album.
You already said it, man. Hey, listen, man. Ian, the stage is our home. You know what I mean? Like, that's been our home for 20 plus years now. And, that's what we feel most comfortable at. We enjoy it. And also the studio as well, you know what I mean? Because for all the fans that don't know, most of our fans do know though, but everything you've ever heard from Jagged Edge, we've written. And we're a self-contained group. So, we do our own music, we're into producing our own product now. We produced the last 3 on the 3 projects or whatnot. So again, like, that's where it's at. You know what I mean? Like, our home is this business. You know what I mean? We grew up in this business, and this business grew us up fast.
I know that's right.
We became boys, from boys and men overnight. And yeah, man, we're just, again, thankful just to still be here, man, and to still be sought after,
And considering, like, especially lyrically, everything that people have kind of undertook during these last few years with the pandemic, did it reshape, like, you guys, like, maybe what you're writing lyrically, what we may see on that 11th album? Or
I mean, again, you're going to get vintage Jagged Edge. You're going to get, I mean, we've been talking about this before the pandemic. We've been talking,
Right.
like I just walked out of heaven. You know what I mean? Like, and we're talking in terms of relationships and stuff like that. But, relationships has 50 different faces. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. So again, there's hardships and there's great times. So, we've always talked about that, you know what I mean? And that's just one thing that we're not going to veer from. Again, it's about love, and it's about loving on each other and helping each other, and, through hard times. So, that's the message of Jagged Edge, you know what I'm saying? Smooth on one side, rough on the other side, you know what I mean?
well, take us, I guess, if you even take us back to those origin days. And I know you've probably had a question like this before, but the music industry, fans, everything has changed so much over the years, especially with the onset of social media. How has it affected you guys as a group, where you can't solely focus on the music, but you got, like, this other side that you have to kind of dabble in?
The thing,
You know what?
oh, go ahead, Cal. I'm sorry.
You know what? I mean, it's that's just how time is. You have to evolve. And either you're gonna sit there and battle with what's changing, and you're not changing, then you're gonna get lost in the shuffle. So one thing that we stay true to, far as our formula, is that we're going to sing about real relationship songs, relatable songs, but speaking from a male's point of view. A lot of songs, it kind of worship the woman. I love you, I adore you. But then, like Wingo said, when you suffer those hardships, we feel that, we are four ambassadors that speak on those points. So if it's good, it's good. If it's not, it's not. And I remember we had one manager at one point in time in our early career, and he told us, he said, let me tell you something, Jagged Edge. If it's good, the people are going to pay for it. And I just didn't look at it far as the money, but they'll pay attention. So at the same time, while music is changing over, we still being respected for what we do good. And that just represents that type of material. And that's R&B. You can put a vocoder on or anything else. You're going to get four brothers who are going to sing to any song or track naturally with no help.
And as what Kyle's saying, like, as far as the business goes, the business has changed. The business of promoting and all that, what I mean? You can reach more people now, with the drop of a dime, just by, Zooming or the whole nine. And when as before, you used to have to go out, get in your car and go see these people.
Put in that work.
They can't talk, and now, what I'm saying, you can reach more people. So it's just another way of promoting, you know what I mean? And again, I feel that, it's an advantage. It's, you can reach more people, you know what I mean? And that's the ultimate goal. You want everybody to hear your message, you know what I mean? As an artist, you want everybody to hear your craft. So, that's the only thing I think has really, really changed. As far as the structure of music, or, the sound changes a little bit. It's always going to, just like
But
clothes.
You still got to put that grind in. You still got to put that grind in.
What's going on now, implement it into what you've already been doing. You know what I mean? And you'll come out with something wonderful.
But you know what? I wouldn't change a thing as far as our struggle and what it took to get us here. I enjoy the van rides and cramming and all of those type of things, because when people ask us when we did come out versus the time they came out, they'd be like, wow, that was different, and y'all kind of dinosaurs, but it's almost like, it was authentic. That's the ways of the old, you know what I'm saying? So we represent that, and we are still here.
Yes, sir.
You feel what I'm saying? So, hey, cream rise to the top.
Hey, we want to welcome Big Dog in the building. What up, Big Dog?
Big Dog, you where you
at? Yes, sir. That's Brandon Casey, y'all.
And definitely that staying power, that relevance with the music, that no matter how far back we go on your catalog's history, we got kids, teenagers right now that their parents were listening and now they're jamming to the same tunes.
Look at that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I'm curious, knowing that your type of sound, how many offspring do you think your music has produced? Let's face it. Come on.
He's that boy's pappy.
I'm that boy, Pappy. No,
I'm on the interview.
hey, no, for real though. Yeah, we always say in our concerts, hey man, we know we got a lot of God children out there.
I know that's right.
that was like the saying. Any fan used to all the, especially the guys. The guys come up to us and say, hey man, I had 3 kids off y'all.
Y'all can help me with this little daycare.
Hey, you guys might all be godfathers and not even know it.
Absolutely.
I know that's right now.
So pretty soon, coming into the new month in October, you guys are going to be down south in Miami. I know we got some fans definitely excited, and then right back, you guys One Music Fest in your own backyard.
In the backyard boogie, smell the real.
So tell me, how cool is it to really be around that crowd, be that close to home? It's got to have a different vibe to it, right?
I mean, it does. I mean, I think for us, anytime we at home is special to us because we all over the world. But I think, this festival used to be called the Midtown Music Festival. And 20 years ago, we was on that stage every year for about 3 or 4 years. And so to be able to come back to a festival like this 20 years later is a lot, it's a big sentimental value. It does go back to what y'all was talking about before, just having some staying power. And one thing about Atlanta, like we've never done a show in Atlanta and the crowd wasn't just completely showing us the most amount of love they possibly could. So it's like, anytime you get a chance to get in front of that, like that's a special thing. That's a special thing.
Yeah.
With all the places you guys performed, I imagine there's got to be some places. Obviously, the backyard is definitely one of the highlights. But what's it like when you guys have been even overseas and these people can't speak English, but they can sing back your tunes?
I think for every artist, that's a big one right there. When you grow up, like you see the documentaries about some of your favorite artists, whether it was Michael Jackson or, whoever it might have been. And it's like, that was a part of their story. So when you get to see it as a part of your own story, it's, like I said, it's a big one for probably any artist.
Speaking of stories, I mean, nowadays it seems like there's a music biopic on so many artists. Everything's coming to the forefront. What's Jagged Edge's story? Is there something so surreal, something crazy that happened that's like, wait till our story comes out in a few years?
This whole thing has been surreal for me.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure all of us probably share that same sentiment. I'm originally from Harvard, Connecticut. Like, I went back recently, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, just took pictures of my old neighborhood, and it really framed for me, like just how far we've come. But I think when you come from a humble beginning, you appreciate every part of this. Every part of this seems surreal to you, And no matter, even though we've been doing it for so long, we are probably used to most of it. There are days where you sit back and, you see something unfold and you're like, wow, like, look at God. Like, look at how good he has been to me and my brothers for the last 20 something years,
Amen.
So you definitely had those moments, you definitely.
Yeah, man. It's crazy because, just like Bit I was saying, man, like, I still don't feel like I have a record deal. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's just like a 1 million type situation, and it's almost like, again, coming from humble beginnings and all that. I mean, you might see a fan at the grocery store or something. They like, oh, you just gonna be in here like that, huh, Jagged Edge?
Right.
Never.
Oh, you eat Fruit Loop just like me, Jagged Edge.
We're still people. We still put our pants on the same the whole nine. We just have. I look at it. We just have different jobs. You know what I mean? And again, I'm not trying to, what you call it? Dumb us down or anything. You know what I mean? Dumb our careers down or anything. But it's just, I'm just so thankful that God was able to even put all four of us in this position. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't happen every day, and people work their lives to get to where we are, and sometimes never get there. You know what I mean? So again, we're humbled by it, man.
Absolutely.
Amen.
If for fans down the road listening to this interview, what's next for you guys? I know you got the album in the works, but what else? Is there any big tour plans? Is there any?
Of course.
Social media, any craziness, anything coming up?
You know what? I mean, Jagged Edge, we're always working, but just to add a little humor to it, I mean, the four of us, we just feel like four R&B superheroes. You know what I'm saying? We just can't sit down and just hear what's going on into the world. We just feel like we got to go out there and put something out there. We got to go save what's we haven't saved far as the music industry, far as our part, as we play that, and we know we're a four-man group, so hats out to other artists out there, but we just feel like, when it calls for us to do our job, we put on those suits and we just fly out into the atmosphere and just try to serve our people.
Hey man, look out for a tour coming real soon. You can follow us at official_JE. And also just our 11th album, man. The album is done. We got a new single coming. It's called Inseparable. It's crazy. The video is already done. I mean, like, just trust, man. Like, we're not stopping, man. All four original members, we ain't going nowhere. Coming to a city near you soon, man. Real talk. Like I say, we'll be in Miami on the 1st, so you already know what's going on.
No, say it right now.
Yeah, I can already see the title of your documentary, the four R&B superheroes.
Let's go.
We're in this day and age of all these comic movies. Now we need the R&B superheroes.
Hey, I'm with it.
Hey, I'm gonna be called Flash because I talk fast.
That's right.
I be stuttering sometimes, so they gonna call me Flash.
So
Flash Gordo.
You'll be stop and go.
Hey, well, I really appreciate your time, guys. Definitely looking forward to the shows. And yeah, man, stay in touch. Enjoy the slightly better weather than what we got here in South Florida.
Hey, man. It's gonna be hot for the next few days.
Yep. All right, guys, take it easy.
You